Alrighty, traders, good evening and welcome to the first live session around divergent trading. And we're going to go ahead and get started this evening, just to go ahead and give everyone the right expectation. It's a very casual session. You see right here, I haven't changed since yesterday. No, I'm just kidding. Maybe. It's been one of those quarantine periods where you know what, you just don't give a rat, alright? So this is the deal. We're going to go ahead and keep it very casual, and trust me, it is going to be casual. I'm going to take a nice little drink here, relax a little bit, watch the market, see what's going on right here, and just analyze the market, break it down, see exactly what we've got going this evening. But I'm also going to go into chase trades. I want to make sure that's clear as well. I'm not here to go ahead and chase trades, but I'm here to go ahead and look for some great setups and then go ahead and trade it. Now, I'm going to use divergence as an indication to start looking for a trading opportunity, but I'm also going to use two components inside the strategy. And the one component that I'm using is going to be direction, and we're using pivot points for that. Once we identify the pivot point that we want to trade towards, we know that's the direction we want to trade. Now we want to confirm that direction by using divergence. Once we confirm the divergence is there, then we'll go ahead and use a trading system. You can use whatever you like. I'm going to use Right Trader Max, and I'm going to break it down exactly how I'm going to set it up, and I'm going to trade it on a 1 minute time frame. Yes, that is right, 1 minute time frame, because what I want to do is I want to get in very, very early on this, but I'm also going to manage the risk on this as well, because it's the first time we started this, and I have gone ahead and done some back testing, and ultimately found a good a preset that I want to set it up on. But I'm going to go ahead and make sure that we've got everything set up correctly. So cheers to everyone that's here, and I want to put a disclaimer out there: do not trade if you've had too much to drink. Right now, this is not that. Remember, we could be drinking orange juice, we could be drinking cranberry juice, we could do whatever you want. Choose your favorite beverage, relax, enjoy the evening. Let's go ahead and check out and see what's going on this evening and what trades we have going here. So I'm going to go ahead and just adjust my chair right here, and let's go ahead and take a look at the document. Now, we've got a few traders that I can see from my morning coffee session. And Jason is in the house. Jason said, hello. Sorry I missed the morning coffee. I did watch the replay. Not much going on with the weekly pivots. Absolutely. Yep, you're right. We got Al in the house. We got Craig, Jordan. Nice to see you, Jordan. We got CK. CK is right there as well. Great. Fantastic, CJ. Is that a... no, it is not. Alright, no it is not. Alright, let's go ahead and take a look over here and see what's going on with the market right now. So, firstly, I've got this document right here. This document is going to track everything that we're looking for. So the first thing we want to go for is look to see if we've got opportunities and which pivot points and which direction we're going to be trading. So let's start off, and I may make some changes to this document just so that everyone is clear on that. Nothing that I have right here is going to be set in stone, right? Nothing I have right here is going to be set in stone that I have to follow this religiously, right? I'm not going to go ahead and set myself up to follow this religiously, which means that I could make some changes to the document itself. So let's go to the Euro Aussie Dollar right here, and take a look at Euro Aussie Dollar. And I'm going to move up right here to the top. And let's go ahead and take a look at, I want to swing it over to, there we go. This is the workspace that I'm going to be working off right here. And let's go to Euro, there we go. Euro Aussie Dollar. All right, now on Euro Aussie Dollar right here, I'm going to go ahead and take a look at what's going on right here. Just give me 1 second while I also evaluate some of my trades. Okay, all right, good. So let's go ahead and take a look at the Euro Aussie right here. Now the Euro Aussie, I noticed that there's a couple of things right here on the Euro Aussie. Firstly, let me go ahead and clean up what I have right here on the chart, I notice that we do have a missed target down here, so I'm going to go ahead and mark this down. All right, there's a missed target right here. But also notice that we have, and I'm going to swing this over to a 4-hour time frame. I also notice that we have a current target up here at the top. So we are, and I'm really interested I'm more interested in the current target that we have that's the closest that have not been hit already. So I notice that we have price chasing after this target. The entry point for this target right here was right here at the top. All right, and the reason why we had the entry point there is because we had the market showing divergence here, and therefore that was a excellent place to start thinking about selling this pair. Now let's just be real, it's come and gone, right? But of course the signal's still there, indicating that price is trying to chase after this target down here south. All right, so we're chasing after this target down south right here. And so price is still working its way back down south. We still have channels going south, and we may go back to resistance and work its way back down south. But we also have this target right here that's indicating that there's a possible opportunity right here. So if I go to the chart right now, and I look at the opportunities that we do have right here that are current, let's take a look right here. I've got, first thing number one, I can see that we do have lower lows forming, and notice right here as we peaked over here, and then we peaked there, and then we had a valley down here, and we dropped to the south right here. Notice that if I go ahead and draw in this is taking off that low right there. So from that low, price has gone ahead and headed south. So let's go ahead and mark that off. So from this point right here, price has gone ahead and moved lower. So we can see that we've seen lower lows being formed, all right? And then yeah, we can see that that the oscillator has started to work its way back up north. And as of right now, that's where price ended up, where we saw the divergence. So this was a call to say, hey, we may need to start thinking about buying towards this target right over here. Okay? So there's a target right there. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is I'm going to mark this off and mark this off on this document right here, and I'm going to mark it off as a monthly target unhit. Now we all know a monthly target unhit means an opportunity. The target on this is going to be up here at the top, and I'm going to mark it off 81.84. So 1.8184. So let's mark it off there, 1.8184. So we got a target, and we're looking to go bullish on this one right here. We haven't got an entry point as of right now, so it's pretty much pending right now, right? We don't have anything as of right now that we're going to trade, but I'm going to list it off there as an opportunity, a possible opportunity right here. All right, let's go to the Canadian. EuroCAD. And before I go to the EuroCAD, let me just go back here again. I'm going to go just to a 1 hour time frame. I notice price is inside consolidation. Let's go back to a 1 minute time frame. And 1 minute time frame is really off to the races. You can see right here we've already gone ahead and traded above the main channel right here. We got the red and the blue channel, and as price trades above the red channel, we bullish currently are right now on Euro Aussie. So Euro Aussie, and on the 1 minute time frame we bullish, and we're chasing after that level there. Now if I go to the 4 hour again, I want to just go ahead and put some fibs down from here to here, just to establish what's going on. And I notice that we're still looking for price to come back down to retest this level right here. We haven't got to that yet. All right, so we have not got there. Let's go take a look at the inside swings. Let's see here. I'm going to draw up from there to there. Okay. All right. I'm good. So from this point to that point there, we can see that price is still chasing after 69.04. So we have a bit of a consolidation right here, and we're looking for price to move back up to this channel right here. So this is, of course, against the overall trend. The overall trend right now, even though it may be just midterm or short term right here, this is what the trend looks like over here. So it is trading slightly against the trend as the trend goes ahead and looks to go south here, and we suddenly starting to break through the trend line, which means that we have a temporary interruption to the trend, and that is enough for us to get to the top now. Now, this is a good setup, right? But I'm not going to just look at this right here. I'm going to look for a couple of pairs. So let's go ahead and take a look at a few more. Here we have Euro CAD. Euro CAD 4-hour time frame. Again, I'm looking for divergence. I'm not looking for something that's already happened. I'm looking for something that's currently happening right now. And so if I look over here, I notice that the market bottomed out here. We did see price moving up a little higher. There it is there. We had momentum moving up a little higher. And then I notice over here, and I always like to go ahead and take where the market dips or rallies, take a look over here, and I see that there was a low there. And then we did get a lower low right about here, so which means that price is converging with the momentum, right? This is a converging signal right here. And so if we're converging, then we'll be looking to get to a target. Now, this is the deal. Clearly, this target right here is already being hit. Price has already tested that level. So I'm not really interested in anything bullish at the moment right now. I'm looking for price to move down south. All right, so let's do this then. Let's clear up the chart. Let's clear up and let's go ahead and look at this target down here. All right, do I get any sort of confirmation that price could go down to this level? Well, let's see here. We have, this is a 4-hour. I'm going to drop this down to 1 hour. And I'm going to look over here on the 1 hour. And so I noticed that we had price that traded up a little high here. All right. We had a temporary trend line. As you can see right here, there was a temporary trend line going up right here. All right, which was a channel, and price now broken to the south side, come back, maybe retest the backside right here, and maybe possibly going to head back down south. This is the Euro CAD, so let's take a look. If this is Euro CAD, do I have, and it looks like I have a very slight bit of divergence right here. Take a look right here. Here we have price moving higher. Here we have oscillator moving lower. We're right at the top right here. It gives me a very good place right here to start thinking bearish on this. So I'm thinking right here that we should be starting to sell. All right? Starting to sell right here. Let's go to the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute time frame has already gone ahead and moved bearish on us, and come back to retest has gone a bit inside consolidation right here. And so we could see a breakout towards the European session. So come the European session, we could get a breakout right here. So we could start thinking about getting in on this and position ourselves. So let's go ahead and take a look at this. I'm going to go ahead and put in, and I'm going to call this a missed target because it was, it's not the current week. It's, look over here, it's the previous month, sorry, not the current month, but the previous month's target. So I'm going to go ahead and set this up as missed target, and we're going to go ahead and look for that target price. What is that target at? Let's see here. Let's grab this. So we're looking at 46.35. All right, so let's go ahead and put that in. 46.35. All right, and this would be a bearish target down south. Right. Right, nothing at the moment right now that I'm going to go ahead and fire trades at. Let's go look at the Euro JPY. So I'm just building up. What I'm doing right now is I'm just building up a combination of trading opportunities right here. So let's look over here on the 4-hour right here. Again, notice I'm just going to compress my charts up as much as I can, and then look at, and I'm going to go to the 4-hour to do this. And oh, by the way, I need to go ahead and list this right here. seen H1. Let's go H1, and it was divergence, right? Price moving up higher and oscillator moving low. Divergence right here. All right, so seen a 1 hour divergence setup or strategy or opportunity, whatever you want to go ahead and say. All right, let's go back to the JPY right here, 4 hour time frame. If I compress the charts as much as I possibly can, we can see that there's price up here. That's a little far away from where I want to go ahead and trade. Now, I'm not saying that we can't get there. I'm just saying if I had to go ahead and chase after this, I'd probably want to go ahead and look for a daily divergence, right? If I get a daily divergence setting up, then I would want to go ahead and trade it. And as you can see right here, we bottomed out here, and we haven't hit lower than this low right here. So I'm not really interested in that missed target right there. It's too far away. I don't have really good confirmation as of right now. I may have to look for something a little bit different. Maybe if we get a nice little trend to the upside and then see a retracement with divergence, we can go ahead and continue to trade it towards the top. Now, I'm not going to take away the fact that I want to still stick inside the direction of the trend, right? I don't want to be trading against the trend, but I also want to make sure that I have that in place. All right, so let's go ahead and move on to another currency pair. So, so right now I'm going to list this one as no trade. Let's just call it hit for right now, no trade. And let's go to Euro New Zealand dollar. All right, Euro New Zealand dollar, go back to the 4 hour time frame. Here we have two targets. One that's current, which is the unhit, and then we have a missed target down here. So let's go ahead and mark this down right there. That's one of the targets that we'll want to chase after. And here is a current target right now, which we call an unhit. So let's go ahead and do this. All right. So if we look over here, we have a little bit of divergence taking place over here, which again indicates that price is more likely to want to go up to the unhit target than it is to the missed target for right now, because I'm starting to see right here price moving lower, and we certainly have, without a doubt here, we have momentum moving higher. Now, the breakout's taken place already. That doesn't mean that this isn't an opportunity still. All right, this may still very much be an opportunity for price to go ahead and continue to rally up to the upside. So we have the divergence there. We actually got a nice little trend line break here as well. Look at that. Price traded to the right side and stayed to the right side of the trend line. And then also we have right here, we have a low that I want to pay attention to. I'm going to go ahead and mark this off because I only want to trade above this level bullish. All right, so I'm going to mark it off right here, and I'm going to say bullish above this level. All right, so bullish above that level right there, and that's a 78.35. Now, when price trades below this, I'm not saying I don't want to be bullish. I'm just saying I don't want to be bullish right away. I want to go ahead and maybe take a look and see if we may have to look for additional divergence or another level of divergence. All right. So right now I'm pretty good on the upside move. I'm pretty happy with price going higher. So let's go ahead and do this. We're going to call this an unhit target because that's what it is. We want to go bullish on this, and I'm going to chase after this target right here, which is priced at 86.86. So I'm going to put it in here, 86.86. That's the target right here. All right. For right now, I'm not going ahead. I'm not active as of right now. I'm going to wait and see what else, what other opportunities I have. Let's go to Euro Pound. Same thing, Euro and Euro Pound. Euro Pound, we have two opportunities. One is down here, right? And the other one is up here. Now, what am I seeing at the moment? And I'm almost going to say that I may see some short-term divergence, right? And if you take a look over here, this would obviously be the bearish sell-off right here at the top. As momentum showed lower, price showed higher, we'd certainly be looking for price to go ahead and move back down south. But right here currently, what are we looking at this current movement right now? Let me see here. We've got here is the peak here. there is a higher peak. So here is certainly a valley right here, and then we had another valley here. So there's no doubt we're getting price moving lower. But let's look at a little shorter angle of divergence here, and there it is there. Here we can see price. Price was heading lower, and this is not a very sharp level. You can see almost the angle of this divergence almost tells me that you know, it's very, very narrow. It just tells me that we're not going to get a very nice fast move to the upside. But the fact of the matter is that there is divergence pointing north. All right, we definitely see divergence pointing north. I don't like the angle of this, that it's a lot, and there it is from here. It's actually from there to there. It's actually a flat form, which is a class B divergence right here. Class B isn't that strong, which means we have a flat. All right, we have price hitting a flat, and then markets moving north. And if we the momentum's moving north. So when you have a flat, a bottom flat, and you got price moving north after momentum has already confirmed that, it's a very low probability right here. So I'm going to go ahead and point this one out. And I'm not saying that we can't look at this at a lower time frame, but I'm going to call it an unhit target. Prices on that is going to be at 89.96. I'm going to go ahead and 89.96, and I'm going to go ahead and call this bullish, but I'm also going to go ahead and say low probability. Not a very high probability, just because of the angle of the divergence. Let's go ahead and look at another chart. This is the Euro US dollar. So Euro US dollar right here, we set up with just the one actually, and I actually don't like this pair at all. I'm really reluctant to want to trade it, but let's see what we've got going here. Oh, this is actually pretty cool. Check this out. So we've got price moving lower right here. There we had momentum moving lower, but then suddenly here we had momentum moving up, and then we hit another bottom right here. Another class B, which is a lower probability of conversions right now. So looking at this, not a fan, not a huge fan of this one. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move this one to a low probability. So we have an unhit target. We have a bullish unhit target right here. But I'm going to go ahead and call this one of our low probabilities. So let's go ahead and get that price. Price is at 1.1048. So 1.1048. All right, there it is there. Okay, pound CAD. Let's go to pound CAD. Now, this session may take us a little bit longer to go ahead and establish our trading opportunities. But once we establish it, we'll go ahead and have a ground, or at least a basis to work off, right? So pound CAD, and then the sessions after this should be a lot quicker. So pound CAD, we've got no targets on pound CAD that we're going to chase after. Pound JPY, we do have two of them. We definitely see price moving lower, but take a look over here, the angle again. Yeah, we're getting momentum moving south, and at that point, look at the angle there, and then it flats out. We have a flat top. So not too excited about this right here. I'm going to call this one also a low probability. Yep, I'm going to call this one a low probability right here. All right, let's go ahead and I'm going to call this. Let's see here, which is the one we're going to call. Let's call the because we really have to see price go low. Let's call this the current target, the unhit target, 132.16. So 132.16 right here. I'm going to mark that off. Go ahead and call that an unhit target right here. And this one would be bearish, very short term, but low probability. All right, let's go ahead and take a look right here. Okay, now take a look and see what else we've got going. New Zealand, this is pound New Zealand dollar. Pound New Zealand dollar, we've got hit targets. We don't want to pay attention to anything on this. Alright, so no trades on that. And let's go to pound Aussie. Pound Aussie, we got hit targets on this one right here. Let's go ahead and call that hit targets. Let's go to pound US dollar. This one's going a lot quicker than the euro crosses because we've got a lot more targets being hit on this one. This one also, no targets hit this week, or at least this month. So no trade on that one either. And then let's go to Aussie JPY. And on Aussie JPY, we've got a target right here. Okay. Got a target right there. But both of them have been hit. So Aussie JPY not showing any opportunity for us as well. Let's go to Aussie New Zealand dollar. Notice that we did have a target up here at the top here, and price has actually gone ahead and hit that target, or at least come very close. Let's take a look and see. Nope, came very close. It hasn't hit it. So I don't want to go ahead and chase after those type of targets that are completely, far away from where we or at least so close to where we want to go. I want to look for something a little further than that. So let's move on to this one right here and call this one hit targets. And that just means that I'm not really paying attention to this currency pair, at least for this month. Things may develop in the next month, all right, and that's okay. We can go ahead and look at that, but right now, not interested. Okay, so and remember, I can pick up one currency pair and do and as I showed you the example that we did over the weekend, I can find one currency pair and actually make anything between a 10 to a 20% return on just focusing on one currency pair. Now, obviously, I can reduce my risk if I don't want to risk too much, but I know that I can pick up a good return on one currency pair if I find the right entry point. I don't have to have 5 or 6 currency pairs that I'm trading. I just need to find one currency pair. If I can find 2, fantastic, but one would be suffice, provided, of course, I make sure that the conditions are lined up. All right, let's go to Aussie, let's see here, Aussie CAD. And Aussie CAD, we don't have any targets on Aussie CAD. And let's go to Aussie US dollar. And we have something up here at the top. So let me go ahead and mark this off. Aussie CAD hit target. And then Aussie US dollar right here. All right, this is what we got going here. So we've got a setup right here, and you can see it's a missed target right about here. Right, we have a missed target right at that level. And with us at that level right there, we can probably anticipate price to want to go ahead and chase after that level still. Let me go ahead and see what we've got here. So that's the level we're looking for right here. Let's see what we've got with regards to... Alright, so we definitely have a nice little trend going up. So if we have a trend going up right here, and I'm looking to buy, then what I'm be looking for on this is divergence as price moves lower, right? I have to see price taking out lows and then showing a upward move in the divergence momentum indicator. So looking at this right here, what I'm going to be looking for right now is price to take out that low, all right, trade up a little lower, and then we need to still see the oscillator moving bullish. So right now, I'm going to say I need price to trade below this level, which is priced at 62.58. So if I trade below 62.58 and I still see the oscillator moving bullish, then I may have another move to the upside towards this target right here. And if we look over here, we've got approximately about 446 pips to the upside before we get to that. So when you get to a scenario like this, and I think this is a great example of what we should be looking for right here, all right? When we're looking for a trend-based divergence, then remember that this is a possible correction move, right? So price moves up, then it goes into a correction, then it goes ahead and trends back up north. All right, so in order to find the bottom down here, let's wait for price to take out that low right there. Price takes out that low, then we can start thinking about buying long, provided we do not have price take, or at least the momentum, moving below this level right here. If we see momentum indicator going below that, then we'd have to wait for it to get to this point, then start going north, but then we still need to see a further dip in price so that we can get divergence indicating to start buying long. Okay, so what we're going to do is, this is definitely going to open up a door for an opportunity, and let's go ahead and mark off the price that we're looking at right here. And that price is going to be traded at, let's see here, we got 62.52. So let's say this 62.52. Alright, so waiting for price to break 62.52 before bullish. Alright, there it is there. So that's important right here, and this means that this is an opportunity right here. Alright, this is an opportunity. We're not there yet, right? But we know that we're looking for something. So let's just go ahead and change this. I'm going to add another function here and say, let's put it in caps, watch. And I'm going to change that. Oh, hang on, wait a minute. All right, there we go. And we're going to go ahead and change this, and we're going to give it a nice little color, and let's do this. Let's give it a pink. Nope, not that color, my bad. And give it a white there, and let's call this watch. Okay. So we're definitely going to watch this one right here. Now, let's go ahead and take a look at New Zealand CAD. And New Zealand CAD, I don't have anything on New Zealand CAD. I want to go ahead and chase after, so nothing there. And let's go to US Dollar CAD. And US Dollar CAD, we do have something over here. It's pretty far down, isn't it? And let's see here. If I picked up divergence at the top here, now this is another example of, hey, listen here. If we want to chase after this level right there, right? If we want to chase after that level, guess what we have to do? We have to go ahead and look for a trend continuation. Now, if this is going to be the trend that we're looking at, if this is going to be the trend that we're currently seeing right now, but now we have an interruption to the trend, this is perfect, all right, because we've got direction. Our direction is bearish down to this target right here, but we're looking for price to go ahead and confirm that we have divergence. So look at this right here. If price takes out the high right here, and we see the oscillator continue to move bearish, right, then we're chasing after the target down here. That's going to give us approximately 981 pip opportunity. Now, which means that we want to start selling as price goes ahead and breaks to that level. So let's go ahead and mark it off. All right, we need to break above that high there, So that is at 41.71. So 41.71. So 41.71 before bearish. All right. So we want to go bearish on this, but we're not going to go bearish until we break through that level. So this one will be a bearish signal right here. We're looking for a missed target. We're chasing after a missed target. And this one was a hit target, by the way. All right. So this is where we're at. And this one also be one of those watch pairs right here. All right. We're going to go watch this one too. So we've got a couple of right here. We got a lot of the European pairs we got open up for trading opportunities right here. This one right here, I didn't put the target in. Let's go ahead and put the target in for both these here. So Aussie, let's go to CAD first. The target is, let's take a look here. We're looking for 31.47. So this one is 31. All right, 31.47, my bad, 47. And then on the Aussie, what was the price on the Aussie? Let's take a look here on the Aussie. And Aussie was down here, at least, sorry, up here. Aussie was up here at 67.93. So 67.93. Let's go ahead and put that in. 67.93. All right, there it is. All right, cool. Now we've got everything we need right now. We've built out the document for April. We've got all our targets and all our setup that we want based on these currency pairs. Now what we're going to go ahead and do is make a decision of which one we're going to go ahead and trade and how we're going to trade it using automation, right? So let's go ahead and take a look at the details. So we're going to go to the first one right here, Aussie, the Euro Aussie. Go back to the Euro Aussie right here, and let's take a look. So it looks like we need a break of trend. The trend is bearish right now. If the market's going to go down to the bottom side right here, we're probably going to have to look for a divergence, all right, heading south. So this is against the trend because the trend right now, at least in the midterm, is bearish. So this could be just a temporary rally, then a dip down towards this target. So I'm going to go ahead and say that we are seeing price moving lower, and we have divergence lower right here. So certainly that's not the case. We have to look for possible an upside move, maybe even if it's a short-term upside move. That's something we can go ahead and trade. All right, let's go ahead and do this. I'm going to go to the EA. Now, I'm going to go ahead and just set up how I want this to be traded. All right, and I'm going to go to, let's see here. And I need to add on another, yeah, let me go ahead and add on another script right here. All right, so this is my setup. I'm going to set it up as. I'm going to set it up to trade with a very low risk. I'm going to start off initially right now. I'm going to start with let's go with 0.1%, 12%. I'm going to go with a maximum risk of, let's say, 0.5%. All right. So 0.5%. So let's do this thing. Let's go 0.1% as the, that means I'm going to put in about 5 trades with a maximum risk of 0.5. Let's go with stop loss. Yes, I want to go with the stop loss, but I want to use the stop loss on a 5-minute time frame. Keep it very tight. I'm going to add 10 pips to that 5-minute. So 10 pips above that. I'm going to enable my profit target, which is going to be a 1 to 3 risk reward ratio. But I'm also going to go ahead and put my target price that I want to go ahead and chase after, right? But I'll set that in and I'll customize that. I just want to go ahead and set my main settings first. But I definitely want to go ahead and customize that. Trading stop loss, I'm not going to use a trading stop loss for right now. Let's take a look right here. I'm going to use the lower time frame, so I'm going to not trade the 1 hour. I'm only going to trade the 1 minute. All right, that's it, 1 minute. I'm going to be conservative on my entry points. I'm not going to watch for reversal, and I don't really care about the timing that I trade. And let's see here. And that should be it. I'm going to go ahead and put a preset right here, and I'm going to call it M1 scalping. Let's call it M1 divergence. No, that's not M1. Let's just call it scalping. All right, there it is there. All right, now I'm going to add this right here. I'm going to save this. Okay, so I want to save this. I want to take a look at my stop losses. Okay, save this. And I'm going to save this as divergent scalping. All right, save it there. Now I'm going to double check my numbers that I have right here. I've got, let's see here, I've got the trading stop loss, 5 minutes, going to be on the 5 minute. I'm putting a 1 minute trend, I'm trading the 1 minute trend. Alright, cool, I got everything I need. Alright, fantastic, so that's saved right here. Now, all I've got to do now is find the currency pair I want to go ahead and deploy this on. So let's go to the euro. Go ahead and find the euro, and let's see here, euro Aussie. I saw it just now, may have missed it here. Oh, there it is. All right, it's gonna go ahead and open up the euro Aussie. I'm gonna open up on the 1 minute time frame right here, and remember what direction am I trading? All right, I'm looking to trade. This upside move towards the target up here. Now remember the target. Let's go ahead and mark that off. What is the target? The target is at 81.84. So I'm going to get out. Well, let's just chase off to 81.84. So I'm going to go ahead and 81.84. So 1.8184 is where I want to go ahead and stop trading. So let's go ahead and use the EA I've just built up right here. Going to go ahead and load the preset file that I just saved. And then I'm going to buy only. Alright, I'm going to buy only, and I'm going to buy towards, what is that level that I'm going to buy towards? Let's go ahead and put it in here under my profit target right here. We said it's going to be 1.8184, right? Alright, 1.8184, which means that as price gets to that level right there, I want the EA to stop trading. Alright? And so I'm happy with that, and now I'm going to go ahead and deploy it. Now I've got to look at where I am based on the 1 minute time frame. The 1 minute is already bullish, so which means I'm going to get probably into a trade right now with my stop loss pretty tight. So I'm going to go ahead and press OK. So the conditions are already lined up right here. At the close of this 1 minute candle, there may be a buy signal taking me in on the trade already. So let's see here, at the close of that candle, which should be, all right, I know I'm going to get picked up on this trade, so there's no doubt about that. I'm just going to wait for it to happen. All right, now, let's go take a look at the next opportunity. We'll come back to that. So the next opportunity right now, I'm going to go ahead and say, all right, so I'm penning on this one right here. So let's do this. Let's go ahead and change this now and add this filter in here. And let's just say pending. All right, and there it is there. So until I get put into a trade right here, it's going to be pending. I'm going to go ahead and add another color to this so I can read it. And let's go ahead and say pending. And I'm going to change it to light orange, or at least orange. Right there. Okay, good. Alright, so pending. Let's go take a look at the next one. Next one is going to be Euro CAD. Let's see what I want to do with Euro CAD. Euro CAD, I'm looking for a sell on Euro CAD. But I noticed that Euro CAD, yeah, it actually did. Take a look right here. We actually do have a dark cloud cover right here. There's a turnover here. We've seen price. No, wait a minute. No. Price is going to take out that high. You see right here, I need price to take out that high if I'm going to look for divergence towards this target right here. So, nope, I don't have anything. Let's see, I'm seeing divergence on the 1 hour time frame. Let's go to the 1 hour time frame. I'm definitely not seeing it on the 4 hour. Let's go to the 1 hour. And there's the, and this divergence on the 1 hour isn't as powerful as the 4 hour. So let's do this then. Let's go ahead and mark off the high. This is the high right here. And we want to see price take out 54.11. Right? Before we start thinking about selling. So 54.11 before bearish on this one right here. And this is a pair that we're going to go ahead and say we're going to watch this one. Alright, we want to see it break below that before we sell it. Let's go to the next pair. Euro New Zealand dollar. Let's take a look at that one. And Jason, you said 67.91. What is that? 67.91. What is that? Are you talking about the Canadian target to the upside? I didn't see the upside. Oh, was that on the Aussie? Aussie US dollar? I guess you're talking about the Aussie US dollar right there. Okay, gotcha. Target from a while ago. I gotcha. All right, so Euro CAD right here. We're gonna stand on. We decided that we're gonna stand on the sideline. Let's go to Euro. Euro New Zealand dollar. And if I look at Euro New Zealand dollar right here, what are we looking for? Let's see, we've got a target over here, a target there. We say we have momentum going up, but it stopped here. And this is a retest. And you know what? I like this one for an upside move towards this target right here. Let's go take a look at the target. Target's going to be 86.89. So 86.89. Let's take a look at the 1 minute. 1 minute's already bullish on this one right now. So I'm going to go bullish on this one right here. Euro. And there it is. There we got picked up on that first trade. And you can see where our stops are. Our stop levels are going to be, let's see here. DI scalping 5 minute time frame. I didn't put the stop in right here. Let me see what it looks like on the 5 minute. 5 minutes over here. So I'd probably put my stop down here. I could actually change the stop loss to the 200 EMA right here. But I'm going to keep it where it's at. Go back to the 1 minute. Alright, so let's go ahead and put in, what is the other trade we're looking at? Euro. Here's Euro New Zealand dollar. And here's the 1 minute. And I'm going to go ahead and deploy this long. And with me deploying it long, I'm going to go ahead and load the preset file right here. And I'm going to go ahead and buy only And I'm looking for 81. What is that price again that we want to chase after? We got it over here. We want to chase after 86. I think 86.84 it was, right? 86.84. Alright, let's go to 86.84 and 86.84. So that's the target to the upside, and I'm going to go ahead and deploy it. Now this one should be able to pick me up on a trade as soon as we get back above the blue channel lines. Right now we're not above that, so I'm going to wait and see what happens with that. Let me double check on my lot sizes here. Okay, good. Not a lot of lot sizes. Alright, good. Let's go ahead and take a look at the next trading opportunity. So this one right here is also now pending. This one is pending, and this one we're actually active. This one right here we're active. And we got in with our first trade right here. We got in, let's take a look. The Euro, Aussie, we got in at 71.75. So 71.75. And I know that I'm going to pick up multiple entry points. So this will be my average. This will actually be my average. My average entry right here. Hang on, let me just get that caps going here. This will be the average entry point right here. Alright. So I'm looking for the average entry point. Right now, there's only one entry point, so 71.75 will be my current price. Alright, I'm going to leave the low probabilities out here. I'm not going to watch those. And then I've got these two watchdogs right down here. So I'm going to be watching these two right here for price to break above that level. I've got 3 watch trades. 3 of the pairs that I'm going to be watching. And then the other one is pending. And I've got an active one right here on the Euro Aussie Dollar. So I'm going to leave this overnight and see where it takes us. These are the positions, and I want to remind traders that, you know, even though we have the system built up to be able to trade multiple entry points, I want to remind you that I'm not expecting to make profit on every single trade. All right, I am not expecting to make profit on every single trade. What I'm looking for right here is a directional bias to maintain itself, or a strategy to maintain itself in that direction and constantly put me into trades. So if price goes ahead and continues to move in that direction, I'm going to be making money up and down, up and down, up and down. But I'm not oblivious to the fact that there may be some losses on this position. All right. So as long as I'm staying above a certain level, all right, I'm going to remain bullish on the Euro Aussie Dollar. And the same thing goes for the other pairs that I'm going to be trading. All right. As long as price stays above that level, I'm going to stay bullish. Once price trades below it, then I'm going to go ahead and reevaluate and decide on staying aside and then looking and reevaluating my trade setups. So for right now, based on what we've done so far, we're good to go and to continue to focusing on that direction. And so I did a couple of tests, and it's going to take us about, it's going to put us in quite a bit of trades. Remember, we're trading a 1 minute time frame, all right? So as price goes back and forth, and it keeps, if we have ranges, we may get popped. But this is why we have to try and get in at the time that the diversion starts. If you can get it in, if you can pick your entry point, those are probably the best setups that you can get, is when the divergence sets up for the first time, and then you go ahead and start trading that direction from the first time it sets up. Because once you wait for the divergence to take place and the market moves and takes off already, then you have to reevaluate yourself, just like we did right now, where we actually now look for the trend, and then we say, okay, well, we want to trade in the direction of the trend. We want to look for targets inside that trend or in that direction of that trend. And we want to go ahead and wait for price to go ahead and maybe have a temporary break of a trend line, and then turn around and head back down south towards that target and stay inside the trend. So we've got the trend with us, we've got the momentum with us, we picked it at the tops of the trend based on divergence, and that gives us a higher probability for success in that move towards that target. All right. Now, we don't have to always go ahead and trade exactly to the target. It's just giving us a directional bias so that we have a direction to trade towards, and then use confirmation with divergence to be able to trade our trading system or our strategy in that direction. All right. This is our first session. All right. Maybe a little overwhelming for some, maybe a little bit over the top with others, but you know what? Review the video over and over and over until you get it. We'll do a couple more of these sessions a week, and so that we can go ahead and continue to focus in on these setups and talk about this process. I appreciate the comments coming through right here. So don't be shy to comment or ask a question during these sessions, because I'm willing to answer those questions. I'm constantly looking at the chat. So if something comes up that catches my eye, I'll go ahead and address it and discuss it further. But you can see that because we're trading after these monthly targets, right? We won't need to do a lot of work in the practical side with regards to administrative work, marking off these targets. But we've done most of the work right now. Now all we're going to do now is focus in on these levels that we spoke about. And as I mentioned there, we've got a few of those targets that are set up for this month, but we're still waiting for levels to go ahead and break. And those three watch currency pairs that we're looking at, right? Those are key, because remember there's a sort of divergence setting up. There's the first part of divergence that's setting up, and that is that we start to see the oscillator moving in the opposite direction of the trend. If we get another pop to the upside, if we get a price trading slightly higher than where we are currently right now, if those levels that we spoke about, that we've got to see price either breaking above, or if the market's selling, or at least buying, and we're looking for price to break out a low in order to buy back up again, we have to, if we break those levels, those are very quick, or not quick, but those are very good levels to start paying attention to the market and start looking to deploy our system, because those are the early stages of divergence. And that is when you get in at the early stages of divergence, it increases your probability for success on that trend. All right, so you can pick up profits, huge profits, before the market goes ahead and starts pulling back again. So that's it for tonight. Hopefully you guys had a good time relaxing and just taking on the information. What else do we got to do here in this quarantine period, right? What else do we have to do but other than just to fill ourselves up with more education around the Forex market, right? And so that's what we're doing. So traders, with that being said, I'll see you in the next session. Don't forget, if you haven't subscribed already to the channel, if you haven't subscribed, subscribe to the channel, because as soon as we go live, you're going to know about it. I don't have any set times where we're going to do that, but I'm certainly going to make time this week to go ahead and have a couple of more sessions so we can go ahead and review what's going on in the market. This is the FX Big Dog, wishing you peace, joy, and successful trading. Until next time, happy trading.